Hello everyone, welcome back to TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Now today is one of the other challenges that we have set ourselves to do at TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Just before we do go into it, just to let you know, if you do like a video, smash the like on the video. If you are new to our channel, please make sure that you do hit that subscribe button as well. And lastly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're informed of when the latest video has been uploaded here at TGR, that's Gaming Robo. As you can see, the social media outlets that we do use here, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr. So make sure if you do have any of those social media outlets that you give that a follow as well. Okay, lastly, guys, it's the rules. Now, the rules with the title of the challenge is called Roman General. Now, the rules are as stands, as you can see. I'm going to start off as Roma manager. Now, I've got to win Serie A only using Italian players. So if they have any other players who are not Italian, I cannot use them. Okay, so once I've done that, I have to resign as Roma manager and then try and jet off to the French League. Now, with the French League, I've got to win the French League once again, but only using Italian players once again. See what's happening here. So after we win the French League, resign, try and go off to the Greek League. Now, to win the Greek League, I can only use Italian and French players. So you see, we've conquered Italy, we've conquered France, so now we have to conquer Greece, and we can only use the Italian and French players. Once we've conquered Greece, we've got to go into the Croatian League. Now, with the Croatian League, it's as follows. I have to use a minimum of 15 Croatian players, 5 Italian players, and 5 Greek players. So with this, obviously you've got to try and keep it compressed, but at the same time with Croatia, it's going to be quite hard to obviously try and attract good quality players into their team from obviously Italy and France. But once we've conquered Croatia, we're then going to the Spanish League. So to win the Spanish League, we need to make sure we use the players consisting of Italian, French, Greek, and Croatian. Can't use any other nationalities, only those. After Spain, we've got to conquer Germany. And with that, we've got to use Italian, French, Greek, Croatian, and Spanish players. And lastly, once we've conquered Germany, we've got to conquer England. With that, I've got to use Italian, French, Greek, Croatian, Spanish, and German players only. So basically what we are doing is we are recreating when Romans were taking over Europe effectively before we get killed. Now, all leagues must be top division leagues in the country. And upon successful championship reign, as I said before, I must resign and apply for the other teams, whatever teams have a job available. I cannot add manager onto that. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep that record history. Anyway, guys, that's it for all the rules. So I hope everything does make sense. So let's start the show and let's see how we get on at Romans General. So, guys, it is the first game of the season. Well, it's the Super Cup game, so it's always the first one that starts off. Now, I've managed to bring in some players in at this moment in time, but there's not enough to actually start the challenge properly. So, I mean, it's going to take a whole season to actually get this team to actually having just solely Italian players. Now, I can't start the season with using one non-Italian player and expect the challenge to be accepted. So, I'm going to have to go for a whole season of using the players that I do have, and in the meantime, dribs and drabs, trying to get the Italian players into the club, the ones that I need to actually build the club with anyway, and then hopefully by the second season, we can actually get the challenge rolling, so to speak. So what we're going to do, for the first season at least anyways, we're going to do dribs and drabs of matches for you guys, and obviously see how the team progresses, of course. And with that, like I said, by the time it's the second season that has started, hopefully we'll have a good team ready, a good Italian team ready to actually try and pursue the Serie A title. And like I said, by then, obviously, we'd have to go to France to do the same thing. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get 11 players straight away that's solely Italian. So, it's probably going to take a couple of seasons with a French team as well. But from then on, it will become easier, of course, because I can do then mix and match. But okay, guys. But like I said, we'll do this game. We'll do a few other games, and then we'll zoom off ahead, and obviously we'll see how the team progresses and see what players have managed to bring in. All right. So let's get the game rolling. So this is the start of the game, guys. This is the start of the Super Cup. So like I said, we've managed to bring in a few players. Cannavaro, Gattuso, and Vieri. So yes, we have spent a lot of money. I've managed to actually get rid of some high-profile players from Roma and actually put in a clause in there. So when they play their first league game, or one of them's playing their first international game, because I noticed their international game was going to be up beforehand. So once they played their first game or international game, we obviously got a wedge come through as well. So it just added extra revenue what we need at Roma, because they only started the game with £35 million. So yes, I mean, we basically blitzed the money that we did have. And yes, but I mean, it's a good start. I mean, Vieri and Totti were 2-0 up against Fiorentina. There's a couple of players from Fiorentina actually that I have been looking at. So I'll be interested to see how they progress during the course of the season. But 2-0, good result. I've been talking throughout the whole game. I haven't actually done a substitute, have I? Which is a bit silly. 3-0, Montella, well done. So the front three partnership worked well today. So yeah, look at that. It's we did give away a lot of free kicks. Okay, fair enough, but a lot of them was offsides. Let's be honest. Okay, guys. So that's the first game. We won the Italian Super Cup. Nearly said the European Super Cup, but that's not true. The Italian Super Cup, we won 3-0, so we're the champions of that. But it doesn't matter because I've used non-Italian based players. So we obviously are going to carry on, like I said, throughout the season. We'll do dribs and drabs of matches that you can see. And then from then on, hopefully by the second season, we will have a team ready. All right, but like I said, we'll go to the first few games of the season. We'll obviously go through that, and in the meantime, I'll be looking at getting other players. So here's the next game, which is our first game of Serie A. So it's the first game of the league season. We are playing against Verona away from home. We're sticking with the same lineup. Just so you know, Real Madrid offered me £29.5 million for Francesco Totti, which I declined, of course. Now, I wanted to show you this guy right here, Alberto Aquilani. He looks like a really, really good player, 17 years of age. So I'm actually making him start in my starting lineup alongside Gattuso in front of Tomasi. But here is the start of the season. Away to Verona. It's a game that we should really be winning. It's a game that I feel that we should win quite comfortably. But then again, with this game engine, it always decides to give you a rocky team, a bogey team. And this is the team that I feel for me, in whilst managing Roma, is going to be my bogey team. I feel it's going to be Verona. But hopefully that is not the case. I mean, at this moment in time, it does look like that they are just holding on for dear life. They can't stand Vieri, Totti, and Montella, I don't feel. And there it is, Montella, 1-0. It was a question of not if, but when. 2-0, Francesco Totti, brilliant, well done. Like I said, it was a question of when, not if. When we were going to be scoring against Verona. This Roma team is absolutely phenomenal. And Totti makes it 3-0. 3-0. Right, we're going to bring on some other players just to obviously try and use up some of these substitutions. And B, give other players some game time. Yes, I took off Vieri, giving him a rest. So let's see. Let's see how they progress. Sorry, I shouldn't be looking at my phone then. But 4-0. Oh, come on, Totti. That was 4-0. That was his hat-trick then. Antonio Dattilo. You should have let Totti keep his hat-trick there. But never mind, never mind. We are going to be taking the 3 points. And like I said, this first season, obviously, we have used non-Italian players. So it's not going to count regardless of what we do. So I might as well keep using these players until I start bringing in other players, dribs and drabs, and then selling them on as quickly as I can. But 3-0, we are third, joint top of the table. Obviously, AC Milan are top only by goal difference, but we'd share the same goal difference, but they scored one more than us. So we'll go on to the next couple of games, guys, and like I said, we'll then zoom off to probably the midway points. You can see exactly where we are, see what players we've got, and hopefully by then we will near enough be ready for the start of the second season. So then we'll be able to actually officially start Roman's General. Second game of the season, we are at home. Home against Udinese. We're sticking with the same lineup at the moment. I've put a few transfer bids in for a few younger Italian players, but obviously we will have to wait and see whether or not if they will materialise. But Udinese is a good team on this game. They have a few good players actually that can be game changers. But looking at the quality and depth that we had at Roma at this moment in time, I feel that we should be able to come out with this with a good victory. But at this moment in time, there we go, Christian Vieri 1-0. But at this moment in time, I was going to say it does look like they are going to be able to park the bus, but not at this moment in time. Not at this moment in time. So, yeah, so we're absolutely battering them at the moment. I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Cassano on for Montella, and we'll start the second half. Oh, it's a penalty! 2-0. Cassano scores his first goal. That's exactly what he needs, and he'll be able to break the deadlock now and finally bag a few more during the course of the season, getting himself well prepared for the second season when Roman Generals finally starts. But looks like it will be a 2-0 victory unless there is another one. Oh, penalty, no. Well done, Pelosi. Well done. But yes, it's going to be a 2-0 victory. It looks like... another penalty. Oh, well done, Cassano. Farina obviously likes giving away penalties, of course. But yes, 3-0. Good victory. We only had a few shots in the second half. It doesn't matter because we made them count. So we are second. And AC Milan beating Fiorentina 5-0. Good God. Okay, well, they're looking like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So we'll play a couple more games, guys, and that's it for the first episode. And like I said, we'll try and zoom off as far as we can during this season. And like I said, hopefully we'll be able to try and bring in a few more players. And hopefully we'll have the team ready for Roman's General for the start of the second season. But we'll shoot off to the next game right now. So, first Champions League game. This is the penultimate game of this episode. We are away at Halmstad. Have they got Tsigalko? Yes, they have. I thought someone would have tried to buy him. Who's that? They're in Turkey. Okay. Well, like I said, Halmstad. I managed Liverpool one time when I was doing the Am I Better Than Klopp or Will I Be a Flop episode, and Halmstad knocked me out of the Champions League. So I'm looking to try and get retribution there. But Montella makes it 1-0. Montella makes it 2-0 now. But Halmstad, I'll be thinking right now, shouldn't be messing with TGR. That's Gaming Robo. He obviously has a point to prove. And yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a big point to prove here today. So come on, Roma. Let's not be prats now. We've got to be making a big victory out of this game. Prove Halmstad that they shouldn't have been messing with me whilst I was managing Liverpool. Because I looked very silly when it came to them knocking me out of the Champions League. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh no, don't be a prat. They're going to do it, aren't they? They're going to ruddy do it. Oh yes, Totti. Well done, Totti. They had one shot on goal. Him. And he scored. That's not good enough. Good 3-1 victory, though. I feel that we should have kept a clean sheet, but never mind. But this is the Champions League group. Fenerbahce, Spartak Moscow and Halmstad. We've got a very easy group, one that we should be easily qualifying to the next stage. But we're going to do one more match in this episode, and then we'll shoot off as far as we can and see whether or not we manage to recruit, the right words, as the Romans would have used, recruit more Italian players. So our last game of the first episode of Romans General, we are away to Piacenza. Still no new recruits come in at the moment, but we have managed to set up a fee with Barcelona for them to sell them, for them to buy Antonio Carlos from me. But it won't go through until the 15th of January because the Spanish transfer window has already shut. But we have got a clause on there, so if he does play a league game and or an international game, they will be getting a lot more money for him as well. So we'll just pray and see, wait and see how much we can get from him. But the initial fee is £2.5 million. But Piacenza are stopping us from doing what we should be doing. They're not letting us actually getting a goal here. So I think I'm going to have to tell Christian Vieri to go and attack their goalkeeper, because I can't be having a draw here. We've been doing so well as of late. I don't want it to stop, especially at a team against like Piacenza. No disrespect to anyone who does like them or support them, but they're not a big team compared to Roma. They're minute. But at this moment in time, it looks like they're going to be holding out for a draw. Oh yes, Cassano, he comes on for Montella. And it looks like here we've got the 3 points. Good win here. Good win. Well, that's it. That's the end of episode 1, Romans General. As we can all tell, obviously, the team is not ready to start the challenge. So we're going to have to take season 1 as a mulligan, as the old golfing terms. Purely because, obviously, we need to get the team full of Italian nationality players, not any other players who can be Argentinian or Uruguayan or, whatever. We need a team full of Italian players. And at this moment in time, Roma does not have that. So, this is the first episode. Obviously, we managed to bring in some players. We managed to sell some high-profile names, along with actually getting some extra money from the incentives from them playing international games or the first league game. But we're still not done. As you could see in the team, obviously, that we still got a lot of work to do. So what we're going to do for the second episode, we'll still carry on with the season, but for the second episode, we're going to try and zoom it all the way up to December, January, see what players we can get on a Bosman ruling, obviously getting them ready in time for the second season. But anyway, guys, if you have liked this video, please make sure that you do smash a like on the video. And of course, if you are new to our channel, please make sure that you do subscribe to our channel, as well as hitting that notification bell as well. Speaking of that, I haven't seen the dog doing the like, subscribe and notifications. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. So there you go. So as I said, you like, you subscribe, and you hit your notification as well. Okay, guys. Apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at our next video here at TGR. That's Gaming Robo.